Why do Sinhalese Buddhists worship a Tamil woman? The answer begins with one of the most powerful stories in South Asia. Her name was Kannagi, and before she became a goddess, she was simply a wife, a woman of immense grace. A wife whose husband betrayed her. Kovalan was wealthy and respected, but he fell in love with a famous courtesan named Madhavi. Consumed by desire, he abandoned his wife, spent his fortune, and slowly lost everything: his wealth, reputation, and future. Eventually, broken and ashamed, he returned to Kannagi. He had nothing left but his regret. Most people misunderstand the story. The real heroism isn't what happened at the end, but what happened next. Kannagi could have sought revenge, but she chose forgiveness, not because he deserved it, but because she believed in change. She saw the human beneath the mistake. Together, they travelled to Madurai to rebuild their lives. Desperate for money, Kovalan tried to sell one of Kannagi's golden anklets, a simple act that would change everything. It resembled one stolen from the Queen. Without investigation or justice, the king ordered Kovalan's execution. An innocent man was killed because those in power failed to seek the truth. It was a failure of leadership. When Kannagi learned the truth, she walked into the royal court, her grief transformed into a sharp resolve. Before the king, she shattered it open. Inside were precious rubies, unlike the Queen's, which contained pearls. The truth was undeniable. Her husband was innocent, and the king realised his mistake, but it was too late. Legend says Kannagi's anger was so powerful that the city of Madurai was consumed by fire. The fire is about accountability, a reminder that actions always have consequences. Kovalan's choices destroyed his life. The king's choices destroyed a kingdom. Both paid a heavy price. Why is she remembered? And why do so many Sinhalese Buddhists worship her as Pattini? Because her story became bigger than culture, religion, or ethnicity. She represents justice, truth, and compassion. Her story crossed into Sri Lanka, where she became Pattini, a guardian figure, healer, and protector. Her story has survived for 2,000 years because she reminds us of something deeply human. That forgiveness does not erase consequences, and that power must be held accountable. The strongest person is not the king, but the woman brave enough to stand up and speak the truth. So I ask, what would you do if the person you loved betrayed you and then came back asking for forgiveness?